Alright then, so I've been talking to a few people or toy collectors out there, and they have said, "What do you have for us?" I mean, what are the differences between the Dark Knight Movie Masters Batman action figure and the Dark Knight Rises Movie Masters Batman action figure? And so, I said, "Alright, I'll show you if you want to," and everything like that, and I kind of said yes, and I just wanted to show all the collectors out there what's really different about the Dark Knight Rises Batman. And so, here we go. So, here's a brand new version of the Dark Knight Rises Movie Masters Batman action figure. You can probably tell that this is a brand new looking version that Mattel made, Looks pretty cool, I really like how it actually looks. You can see what's really different about this now. What's really different about this figure is that Mattel actually has put they kind of put some like extra paint applications on the armor and the utility belt. Very nice, and on the boots as well, and on the gloves as well, and also on the face, the face sculpt with the eyes and the mouth, very nice, but it kind of looks the same, Anyways, just show him with the side, really nice. You can see that right there. On the back, really nice as well. You can see that they've done a really nice job on the neck, like the neck, like they like put some like extra paint into the neck area, and that's very nice. The same thing with the gauntlets, on one side and the other, really nice. And also right here. So that's very nice with the Batman logo, right here. And it's pretty cool as well. But anyways, just to compare him with the Dark Knight Movie Masters Batman, and so let me just show you. Now, the difference is, I just want to show you this very quickly, The difference is, that, the utility belts are very different now. This one isn't painted at all, it's just, the utility belt here, it's just the same thing, it kind of looks the same to me, They haven't actually used any paint, or anything. They just used the paint on this one. I really like this one, I really like this new one, that they repainted, like with the silver edges and stuff. Really cool, and really like how that's actually like how it actually looks like right now this time around, And yeah, I really like the Batman logo right here, as I said before. Really nice. And they also have the gray areas, and they also have the and they also have, the gray, and they also have the gray areas painted. Very nicely done, And just to show you, with Bane, let me just put this Batman to the side, this other one, and let me just show you it with Bane. And here's Bane with, just to show you. And then, just to show you with Bane, I just want to show you really quickly. So here's Bane with Batman, and the difference is that this Batman looks, actually more movie accurate, You can see that they've actually done all the paint applications really nicely and very differently, as I could tell right now, and they've done a great job at doing it, And they've also done a great job at doing so because this is just amazing, Now, really nice if you've actually compared one of your figures to this one, and it's really nicely done, and everything. Really nice, I really like that, and I really like how actually the eyes and mouth look. They look amazing, especially for a Movie Masters Batman figure, that if you don't have any, or you don't own a Movie Masters Batman action figure, then I recommend that you pick one up at Toys R Us, you know. You might have to pay for one at Toys R Us, although, because, you know, they could be very expensive at times, you know. But it kind of looked the same thing, you know. So yeah, it's pretty cool, you know. I really like that. But let me just do a side-to-side comparison with him, and let me do a side-to-side comparison with him, and let me just show you what he actually looks like with Bane. So let's do this one more time, you know. Let's do this one more time, you know. So here's Batman with Bane. As I was saying before, this is the figure you can pick up, and I don't have any problems with this figure so far. And I really love this figure because this figure just amazes me. It just amazes me every time I look at it, you know. And you must, you know, pick this, you know, figure up, you know, if you want to. Really nice. Actually, really like how he looks right here. I really like that. Really nicely done. And also, right here as well. Really nice. Really like that. You can see that it looks amazing. And really nice, you know. Just really like this, you know. And just to move Bane out. And just to move Bane out of the way, just to show you Batman himself, you know, from The Dark Knight Rises. And here's Batman, and it's a really nice figure. I actually really like this figure. It's a really cool figure, and I really like it, you know. Just like how this actually looks, you know. So you can see that the neck area right here is very different from the one that we've already had, you know. Mattel, I think, released several Movie Masters figures with Batman, and the Movie Masters figures with Batman actually had these paint applications put onto them, and mostly figures, or, you know, toy companies, like very large toy companies, they will actually want to make more figures in that, I mean, like, you know, really large, you know, toy companies will want to make really better, action figures for Batman, you know, if, you know, this, turns out to be very nice enough to match the movie, you know. And what I found really nicely, you know, really nicely done about this is the gauntlets. Now, the gauntlets are just awesome, you know. I mean, on one side and the other, on one side and the other, they just look amazing. You can see the head sculpt right there, very nicely done, you know. And it's pretty cool. They've actually released a Batman vs. Bane 2-pack with two Movie Masters. They've actually released Batman in his dirty look or something like that, and also they've released Bane without his, like, you know, coat on or anything. But it looks pretty cool if you actually picked up that, like, 2-pack, you know. And if you actually, you know, picked that up, if you actually, you know, picked up that 2-pack, you know, at Toys R Us, then it would be very, then, and if you actually picked up that, like, 2-pack at Toys R Us before, then you'll actually know how amazing, the 2-pack really is. And considering this just one figure, it'd be really nice, actually, I mean, if they actually did release a 2-pack like this with this Batman, you know, repainted, redone very nicely and everything about him. I really like everything, you know. He's just amazing, and really, I mean, you can't just compare two figures like I showed you before, the comprehension between the Dark Knight Movie Masters Batman action figure and the Dark Knight Rises Movie Masters Batman action figure. So yeah. And, of course, like I said before, be really nice if they've actually redone the Dark Knight Batman Movie Masters action figure like this. It'd be really nice because this adds really a nice touch, because this really adds a nice touch to all the Batman figures they made previously, you know. Really nicely done, you know. And what's really nicely done about this is, you know, And what's really nicely done about this is the face sculpt. Now, if you just actually look at the Dark Knight, Batman, Movie Master's action figure head sculpt, you can see that in the differences aside, in the differences aside, this kind of looks similar to the, it kind of looks similar to the older version, It kind of does look similar to the older version. Well, it kind of looks, it kind of looks like that, but, looks the same, and just, but, looks the same, and it doesn't look different at all, because this version right here, it doesn't look the same, it just doesn't look the same at all, but this one does, and indeed, it's just really cool, I mean, if I just compare these and showed you these, they'd be very amazing, because you'd be like saying, what is the difference between the Dark Knight Rises Movie Master's Batman action figure and what is the difference between the Dark Knight Movie Master's Batman action figure? And the difference beside these figures is that the head sculpt, right on this one, the head sculpt, it doesn't look really new to me because this head sculpt right here was just, it doesn't look new to me at all, like you can see in the Dark Knight Rises Batman right here. And it's really nice, and everything, but let me just move the Dark Knight, Batman, like, Movie Master's action figure out of it. Let me move the Dark Knight Movie Master's Batman action figure out of the way for you. And let me just show you him with Bane. So overall, this is just amazing. Now, the differences you're supposed to know about this when you're actually buying this is the face sculpt, the clothing, and of course, the utility belt, because this is what actually makes this figure amazing. And besides him looking like this in the movie, it's just awesome, and I really like the paint applications. I mean, this is just fantastic and really awesome, because I really like both of these, I really like them. And you can see the same with Bane, they've actually redone the paint applications with him, very nicely done, and everything about Bane is just so amazing, and he's just awesome, because he looks amazing. And also, Batman is very amazing because he does look indeed very nicely done as well, too, So yeah, overall, I'd recommend you pick up these two figures. I mean, overall, I'd recommend you pick up these two figures because if you're going to buy like both of these, if you're going to buy like both of these, then make sure it's Batman. Batman and Bane because they're really cool action figures. So yeah, and just to show you. And just to show you, and just to show you the poses, that they're in right now, And yeah, overall, I think these are amazing, You'd actually want to buy or pick up the Dark Knight Rises, but you might actually want to pick up the Dark Knight Rises Batman Movie Master's action figure because it's awesome, along with the Movie Master's Bane action figure, which I really like, And yeah, overall, these are amazing. I hope you enjoyed watching this. Thank you all for watching. Thank you all for watching. Make sure to stay tuned for more like this, and I will see you all next time. And until next time, this is Andrew Hexley signing off. Bye bye, everybody. Comment right down below. And subscribe. And thanks for watching. And have a very nice day, all of you. And thank you for watching this, and have a very nice day. Bye-bye, everybody.